On the 25th of February 1996, Space Shuttle Columbia's STS-75 mission was to investigate a new source of power using a tether. The tether is a 12-mile cable 1/10 of an inch thick used to conduct electricity to an attached satellite. It was to acquire the power source from the Earth's magnetic field, and this would power the equipment on board the satellite, much like a bicycle dynamo. The experiment was to see if it was possible to find a new source of power to sustain the space station and orbital satellites, replacing the need for batteries and their maintenance. Meanwhile, in Canada, a man named Martin Stubbs was recording the incident on videotape. Unbeknown to NASA, Martin had already recorded well over 2,500 hours of NASA mission via satellite straight from the shuttles and International Space Station. Incredibly, NASA's Tether experiment went terribly wrong, and Martin Stubbs caught the whole event on his video recorder.
The tether has broken and is going away from us. Get it on the TV, Claude. Please get it on the TV. The tether has broken.
The crew can see the tether and see the satellite. It's beautiful. This view showing the satellite. Again, just moving into sunrise. 81 nautical miles now from Columbia.
This amazing video footage at the time sparked a huge debate amongst UFO enthusiasts, unsure whether they were seeing life outside the Earth's atmosphere or spacecrafts resembling flying saucers. NASA did not acknowledge nor show any interest in the phenomenon publicly. Astronauts and NASA referred to the saucer-shaped objects as sky critters, ice crystals, and even fireflies. It was only due to the fact that NASA wanted to see the location of the $100 million satellite and tether were we able to see the floating objects. Using ultraviolet cameras zooming in towards the tether, the objects materialized en masse like moths drawn to a light. For NASA, seeing the tether glowing like a fluorescent light tube confirmed the cable had generated far more energy than was initially expected. But for the viewing public, NASA remained tight-lipped as ever. That was in 1996. Now we are in 2015. In 19 years, NASA has never made any further comments on the incident. With NASA's obsessive quest to search for life on Mars and the elusive Goldilocks planets, one has to ask the question, why are they ignoring the obvious forms of life residing on the outer edges of our planet? In fact, you could ask, what kind of life are they looking for, if they are prepared to ignore the very obvious? This may well be a mundane life form similar to amoeba, but they can and do exist, as the video demonstrates. Is it not worth NASA investigating and researching these living creatures that surround our planet? Maybe it's the inability to catch one of these critters, or the fact that they are probably highly radioactive. Or is it simply due to the government funding? In fact, in 1991, one of NASA's experiments in space was with marine life, most notably 2,400 Oriella jellyfish. Did the incident in 1996 facilitate this experiment? I believe that these swarm of objects swimming next to the tether look and act very similar to the jellyfish we have here in our oceans. Jellyfish pulsate and glow with bioluminescence, which is used to attract prey and also act as a form of defense against predators. The extraterrestrial jellyfish appear to be attracted to the energy radiating from the tether. They have also been seen gliding in and out of thunderstorms that generate lightning high above the Earth's atmosphere. There is a high probability that these jellyfish have the ability to swim in and out of the Earth's atmosphere individually or as part of a swarm. Life has thrived for over 500 million years in our deepest and darkest oceans, so why can it not thrive in the vacuums of outer space too? There are still many creatures in our oceans that we have yet to discover. Maybe one day NASA will have to admit to the terrestrial jellyfish that habitat the far edges of our planet, sooner or later, and that sometimes these terrestrial jellyfish can even be seen swimming and floating in our skies, as seen by millions of people over the millennia. These benign creatures cannot be the only life form that thrives within our galaxy. They cannot be the cause of the many strange phenomena and mysteries that some humans have experienced. If we understand them, we may have a better chance of understanding other forms of life that we may encounter.